Welcome back to Open Line, talking about a season to remember. We have with us Tina Fox, Director of Victim Services from the Tennessee Board of Parole, and Delores and Phillip Robinson, the widow and son of Frank Robinson, who was murdered back in 1986. You all ask that the two people that did this be paroled. And as I said going to break, my question is, they are now paroled. What are your thoughts about what you hope they can accomplish now that they are out?
Well, they both live in Virginia, so they're 500 some odd miles away. I stay in pretty good contact with Ron Hammer. Obviously, we're working on a book together, so that necessitates that. You know, he wants to, he says he carries the life of my dad with him, and he wants to make my dad proud, probably more than I do. So he carries that with him, and that is really deep and it's sincere in his life. And he's a very talented, creative guy. So when he got out, he couldn't find work because he had a capital offense, and
right.
So he almost had the keys of a maintenance job, and they looked at his record, and the HR person said, "Mr. Hammer, I need to check your social security number. Let me double check it." And she, you know, he gave it to her, and sorry. So he's built a garage where he fixes cars. Oops.
That's right.
And now he's got a paint shop right beside it. I call him a car whisperer. He got out in April, and we went up and visited him May of 2015, and we spoke together at his church. And so I think he's going to succeed. Now, he deals with a lot of trauma.
Right.
28 years in prison, the weight of taking a man's life, and what he saw in Vietnam, they all have created difficulty for him emotional health-wise. But I believe, I don't want this to sound overly churchy, but he relies on God, trusts in God, and that scripture gets him through when he has those darker, depressing times.
And this book that you all are writing together is I mean, I'm quite moved by just hearing you talk about it. I think it's a fascinating idea, and I would think the two of you going forward would certainly be able to speak about that a lot, and hopefully that will touch people.
Yeah, we look for opportunities to do that. Of course, he's in Virginia, I'm here, so it's not always the easiest thing to do. I spoke at my church, New Vision, on June of 2015, and the story got picked up by USA Today, and we were on a national news network that night. It must have been a real slow night for national news, but it was pretty incredible. Yeah,
I bet. Yeah.
The story was, I mean, it kind of went, and that was confirmation that maybe we do have a story that needs to be told.
I think you do, and as you said, it's so rare. You go to so many parole hearings, and people come in, understandably, not from the point of view of I want the person forgiven. It's obviously keep them back behind bars. Mm-hmm. And so this is so unusual.
That's right.
Have you ever seen it? I mean, has it ever happened? It must have happened. But can you think of other times, or is it that rare?
This is truly rare. This is the first time that I have known that they have been so adamant about supporting an offender's release. And so it is rare. Again, most victims and victim family members who attend, they adamantly oppose any early release. So this is certainly something that's special to them.
And the reason we're here again is the season to remember. Let's walk us through what's going to happen on Thursday. It starts at what time, and just kind of walk us through it all.
So the doors open at 4:45 at the First Baptist Church, 7th and Broadway downtown. The event commences at 5:30 p.m. It is hosted by Governor Bill Haslam. We will have the national anthem. They will be led by the Memphis Peacemakers. Their police department will be there. We will have entertainment by Connie Smith. And most importantly, we will have victim family members from all over the state who will come and hang an ornament on behalf of their loved ones who were tragically taken away from violent crime.
And where do the ornaments, here's a picture of the table. Explain where the ornaments come from and kind of what we're looking at there.
The ornaments come from victim family members who are creative in making ornaments. If you do not have an ornament, please come anyway. We have extra ornaments that we have at the event. And again, those ornaments, as we stated earlier, represents a life, a death, a legacy. But it also represents a birthday. It represents a missing table at Christmas. It represents a gift that would not be given and or received at Christmas. And the holiday season is a time where we are in the hustle and bustle of giving and receiving, but it's also a time where there are so many people who are displaced emotionally from losing loved ones, and we have this event to have some hope and some trust in what we do professionally on a day-to-day basis.
How long does it last?
The event typically lasts about an hour, no more than an hour and 15 minutes. It's a powerful event. Again, it allows victims to come and connect with one another. It also is like a reunion for those who haven't seen one another for the last year or over the years. So we encourage the community to come out and be actively engaged with us as we support family members who are going through such a challenging time of losing loved ones.
Absolutely. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll wrap everything up. We'll put up that information one more time. We'll take a break. Be back right after this.